Alright guys, welcome back to segment number 2 of this $3 buy-in no limit Holdem tournament. And I'm sitting, I'll show you guys the lobby real quick. I'm sitting a little above average. I have 2,700. The average chip stack is 2,500. We're 35 minutes in. And guys, if you are just joining us, my name is Bruce. I'm the River Suck Out. And I am showing you guys the hands that I do play. And here I'm in the big blind with 6 deuce, and I will be folding to a raise, and there's the raise, so I'm out. Guys, I thought I would also mention that last hand, this player, I don't know what they were doing, but they're just limping in with almost anything, like queen 4, queen 6 from early position, just limping in. This is a player that you should not follow. You should not learn anything from this player. I have no idea why they would limp in with queen 4 and queen 6. And they got beat both times, so just horrible plays. And this is a $3 tournament, so you're going to see a lot of that. But okay, so we're in the small blind this time with Jack 6 offsuit. There's a raise to 450, and I'm going to fold it easily. I just wanted to talk about this hand. I'm not going to play this hand, although you would think that I should. It's not suited, and it's not a strong ace, but I am just going to fold it. These players are doing a lot of aggressive betting, and I'm going to stick to playing stronger hands while we're still early into the tournament. Although I would have hit a pair of aces, you know, my kicker's not that great. And as of course, I'm going to hit 3 aces whenever I talk about a hand that I'm not going to play, but I'm just saying that I'm going to try and stick to, you know, stronger hands to start off with this while we're still early in the tournament. There's a lot of players that are just making big bets. I'm just going to sit back and try and pick them off with stronger hands. And I'm not a big fan of that hand, so. And I didn't have time to show you guys that last hand where I had ace 9. This player here won the pot and showed a flush. They flopped a flush, so I would have probably lost all of my chips in that hand had I played it. I wish I would have pressed the record button again to show you that, just to show you, but yeah, I didn't have time, so. Alright guys, so we're on a quick break. Just 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're in the big blind with 8-4 offsuit, and there's a min raise from the small blind, and I don't really want to continue with 8-4, so I'm just going to fold and let them battle it out. Okay, so now we're in the small blind. The blinds are at 1 and 200. I have 5-6 suited, and the blinds are getting up there. Comparably to my chip stack, I only have like 12 big blinds. So I completely missed, and again, I'm in the worst position, so I can't really take a stab at it. And I actually just took the time to write an email to the Intertops website about a player here, this Pitbull 53. Actually, I just took the time to write an email because it's illegal to talk about your hand while the hand is still in play. And you guys missed it, but down here in the chat box, this player was typing in what he was going to do in the hand before it was even on him. He was saying that I'm going to raise or I'm going to fold. That's besides the point what he was saying he was going to do, but there was still other players in the hand, and he was typing in, you know, what his play was going to be. And you know, my previous experience, everywhere I've gone, it's illegal to do that. You're not allowed to talk about the hand while it's still in play. And he also was being, you know, I told him that play was illegal. I typed in the box that that's an illegal play, or it's an illegal to talk about your hand. And he just tells me to shut the F up, you know, just starts cussing at me like. So I took the time to write an email, and I hope he gets banned. I really do. It's just unsportsmanlike for him to, for one, talk about the hand while it's in play, and then two, to basically cuss me out. Tell me to shut up, and not so politely, but yeah, so I took the time to write an email about this player here because it's just unsportsmanlike, and you know, even though it is a $3 tournament, I don't have to put up with it. So hopefully they do something about it. And these 3 players get it all in. Queens are far ahead, and Queens will win. Alright guys, so here's another quick look at the lobby. I'm down to 2,200, and the average chip stack is now 4,100. We've been playing for only an hour, and let's see how many players are left. Looks like we're down already to 38 players. So this tournament is moving along quite quickly. And only 20 places get paid, so 18 more players out and we're already in the money. Alright, so I pick up ace-king. I'm in first position, and I'm not going to just limp in. I'm going to raise it up. And it is a pretty big part of my stack that I'm putting in there. I'm putting in 600. I will put my entire chip stack in here if somebody re-raises me. But what I don't want to happen is just, I don't want to limp in and then have a bunch of people limp in behind me. So, raise it up to 600. And I've been being pretty patient, so, but I'm not sure if these players can pick up on the fact that I've been being patient. I'm not sure that anybody else is playing or paying that much of attention to how patient people are playing. So no matter what, I'm going to have the best position if anybody decides to call. They are sure taking their sweet time. Okay, so he does call after waiting about 50 seconds. I pause the video for that, and I completely missed the flop. But I think I'm going to have to try and go all in and try and win this pot. I mean, if they have a deuce, obviously they're going to call me, and probably even call me with a jack. But there's just only 2 cards on the flop that he could have hit, you know, the deuce and the jack. And I'm just going to shove all in. Hopefully he folds. I can't really bet 1,000, or you know, I can't really make a decent bet at this pot, and you know, expect him to. Or what am I going to leave myself with? If I bet 600, you know, and he raises me, then I have 1,000. So my bet is just all in. It's the only bet that I really have here, in my opinion. And the fact that he hasn't called instantly is a good sign. But the fact that he's thinking about it is not good. And he does call me. And that's good that he called me with ace-9. So just like that, I'll double. Really bad call by this player, but I'm not going to complain because it does double me up. So blinds just went up to, well, they actually didn't go up. They just added an ante. So now it's 1-200 with a 25 chip ante, and I'm in the big blind with queen 7. So like I said, there's just some bad players in these low buy-in tournaments. I mean, what did he think he was going to beat me with ace-9? You know, I would have had to have, like, king high for him to win that hand. Just, I mean, I'm not going to shove all in there. And again, he's not being, you know, he's not paying attention to how patient I've been being. I've probably played 6 or 7 hands this entire tournament. He just didn't pick up on that. So, I don't flop anything. So it's just us two in the pot. And if he checks, I'm probably going to stab at the pot with an ace and a king on the board. Well, he bets it. And that's probably just a stab himself, but I don't have anything, and I won't make a raise or anything, so fold it. Okay, so the small blind, queen 4 offsuit, big raise and all in, so it's an easy fold for me. Okay, so I pick up ace queen, and I'm still battling with this guy in the chat box about how much of an idiot he is. And this player here, who I also think is a bad player, has just limped in. So I'm going to raise it up to 600. I don't like the fact that the button called me. So they do have position on me. Hopefully I hit something on the flop. And they have a pretty big stack, so they're able to call the raise. So I flop pretty good. Ace queen. If this player, I mean, if anybody has a deuce, then they shouldn't be in this pot, but, you know, it wouldn't surprise me with the way these players are playing. And he bets 2,200. And, you know, this is a spot where I have to put my chips in. If he has a deuce, then good for him for, you know, calling with a deuce out of position, but I'm going to have to shove all in here. And I do, and hopefully he calls me. I really think he's got a queen or so. Yeah, again, queen 5, that's not a... Oh my god, and there's his 5. How sick is that? It's just nasty. And just like that, I'm out of the tournament, which is just disgusting. And, wow. Yeah, so that's... I guess that's just how it goes sometimes, but, just really sick beat. And, I'm really kind of happy that I'm out of that table because I was getting really kind of angry with this player here. But man, just a sick beat that was. Just he's been doing it all night. He was limping in with queen 4, queen 5, and just just gross. But that's all you can do in poker is put your money in with the best hand. I go out in 31st place, and unfortunately I don't make the money. I would have been sitting very nice with 9,000 in chips. I would have been well above average. I was already above average when I started that hand, but just nasty players and just awful tournament. I think I'm still going to go ahead and post this tournament, even though I didn't cash. But just a ugly beat at the end there with the queen 5. Sometimes that's how it goes in poker. I'm hoping to get an email back from Intertops, seeing what they say about this player here, because he was really starting to piss me off there with his comments at the end. You play like a mule and talk like a clown. He's misspelling words every other time. He's like drunk or something. But anyway, guys, so I just lost $3 in that tournament, really ugly way. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Even though I didn't win, I'm still gonna post this video. So.